Yo, 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 yo. Let me do yo. Episode 6 of Hellsinger's out tonight. Yeah, I edited it last night. I didn't want to upload it because I finished exporting it at 3:30, and it was like, yeah, I'm gonna quickly do my thing and watch the movie. And luckily, the movie is an hour and a half movie, so I got it done by 5, which is alright. Didn't get anything new today, and I don't have this DVD on this movie on DVD. I thought I did. I think we'd have it somewhere, but I couldn't be fucked finding it. Also, the sequel I didn't have on DVD either. It was on. I think we watched a bunch of times on USB. But we don't have those USBs anymore since technically illegal to have download copies of movies. It was a weird thing. We had 4 USBs full of just random movies. I think Men in Black 3 was on it. We had Alien vs Predator 3 on it. We had Paul on it. We had a bunch of random movies on it. Don't know where they are. I think they're still in our house somewhere. I'll pull it up one day and just scroll through it to see what's on it on a stream. Because that's how we watch movies when we were younger. Because we didn't want to this was the time where streaming was just beginning, and video were easy and that were dying out. So the best bet was to do a mix of both, borrow movies, but borrowed from online, and that's because is it illegal to someone buys a movie, then saves it somewhere and that makes people have access to it? Because at the end of the day, it's showing other people your DVD. I mean, if they're selling it, that's illegal. But whatever. Last night we watched Journey to the Center of the Earth, and this movie was one of those movies where we watched it a few times, not a whole lot compared to fucking Transformers or Men in Black or the Spider-Mans or anything. But we watched Journey to the Center of the Earth quite a few times. Because we were massive fans of Brendan Fraser. He was in Looney Tunes Back in Action, one of our favourite movies. Well, it's not one of our favourites, we watched that quite a bit. And Joy of the Jungle. We rotated those 3 movies. We didn't see The Mummy, we didn't watch any of those stuff. But let me do this. I'm sorry. That song in the background. But yeah. They announced a 3rd movie called Journey 3 to the Moon. When you think of these movies, you think adventure, monsters, and animals and shit. But with Journey 3 to the Moon or Journey to the Moon, what are they gonna do there? They're gonna go on a fucking rocket ship and fly up there? What are they gonna do? Is there gonna be a base? I should read the book where the books to actually understand what the potential 3rd movie would be. But they cancelled it, but The Rock still wants to do it. And if The Rock wants to do it, he will do it someday. It's been 10 years, since Journey to the Mysterious Island. But, Journey to the Center of the Earth. It basically has 3 people in it, plus Seth Meyers, for a scene, and 2 scenes. Some other dude, and, a mother, but then the other actors are just the 3 of them. And basically, I think the entire movie is all green screened. The entirety of the movie that isn't in other houses are green screened. But from 2008, some of that CG was still pristine. The early shoddy parts about it were the dinosaur. the running dinosaur. Like, you could actually see the frames. Even back then, I was like, that dinosaur's not that realistic. But back then, the plants and shit, I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. But then last night, I saw Brendan Fraser blow the fucking air, the what are they called, the dandelions things. I was like, oh, it just looks bad. It's like, it's crazy to think how when you watch movies when they came out years and years ago, when you're used to, like, you like looking, like when you play PS2 games, saying, oh, this is so realistic, but then you look at it fucking 10 years later, it's like, what? That's just drawing. Like, it's a weird, like, mind thing. Like, on one hand, you were younger, so you didn't care, and because of that, your mind makes it more, like, in the memory makes it more, like, better. And then two, it's as best as it was at the time, so that's why I used to think it's so good. But we're at a point where people expect 100% CG in movies. Like, to the point where if they notice something CG, they say it's bad CG. And I've never understood that, because the dinosaur in this movie it's still good CG, but when it's noticeable that it is CG, you would say it's bad, but it's not. I don't get it. Like, especially the thing in the Black Widow thing where Florence Pugh gets exploded. Like, people say that's bad CG, and I'm like, what is the bad CG about it? The green screen? Or the weird fall she does? Anyways, also, I don't really tear up at all in movies or anything, but lately when I watch these movies, I have been, especially in this one, with they're burying Max, because they find out that Max was I guess a pit stop or something, because his, like, drink bottle was hanging on something, and they found another bottle or something. Then they found a massive cliff face. I guess it's insinuated that Hannah saw his body or not, because you don't see your body, you see a cliff and her looking down. But the way Brendan Fraser's character runs felt like she actually saw him. And the scene after that was pretty emotional. Like, reading the words of his brother to his nephew, who died 10 years ago, when the kid was 3 and now he's 13. It's pretty crazy. Also, I'm surprised fucking no one actually died. There were so many times people could have died. Trevor could have fallen down a cliff face within the first 30 minutes. Also running away from that dinosaur. Fucking same thing with Sean. He could have fallen down in the magnetic field area. And there's fucking piranhas and things. Anyways, the movie is pretty solid. It's like, it's one of those movies that isn't made to be a cool narrative, because it's like a couple movies I've seen were like, let's find something. We're there now. We need to fucking leave. That's what happens in this one and its sequel. It's like, oh shit, we found it, exploring it for a couple of seconds, seeing how wonderful it is, then we leave. That's what the narrative is in both of these movies. And some other adventure movies like Jurassic Park. You're there, seeing dinosaurs, immediately leave. Type shit. But it's a movie where it showcases, like, I guess, what you can do, like, in movies, in cinema. Like, it's CG, just crazy shit, crazy landscapes and shit. Because it's not even a book. Journey to the Center of the Earth isn't a book. There's no original book. It's just because you can't, but then you will say, oh shit, no, there's a book called Journey to the Center of the Earth. Yeah. It's about someone finding the center of the Earth, but this movie is about people reading that book, then doing it. You know, so it can't be based off, like, it's like having the plot of a movie within in within a book within the movie. Like, it doesn't really make sense because it's not based on anything. There's no characters written beforehand. Like, the only thing that's similar to the book is the narrative, the story of like what happens there, the creatures, the how to get there, how to leave. But then the Mysterious Island one is weird because it's not just the center of the Earth. It's like, it's, what is it? Mysterious Island, Treasure Island, and Gulliver's Travels mixed in one. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I always rate everything 7 out of 10 because, like, if I enjoy it well enough and it's a pretty decent film, it's a 7 out of 10. But if I enjoy it and it's a really good movie, it's an 8. But if it's like I enjoyed it and it wasn't that good, it's like a 5 or a 6. But the thing is, if I watch a very, very bad movie that I go in thinking is bad, like Howard the Duck or something, I would rate it. I would rate it 5 out of 10 because it's like I went in low expectations, but it was actually better than I thought it was. Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch to the Mysterious Island tomorrow. Like, that movie was a success, right? I think it was the sequel because I watched it in the cinemas when it came out initially. Then I watched it in the cinemas again for the 4D experience in Singapore. She went back to India. Okay. Don't die from the obvious fucking lepers that are there. That's a terrifying thing. Like, can you? I think you can catch leprosy. Is that a thing? If you like touch someone who's leprosy, you get it, and you can't unget it. Still, the weirdest thing I've ever seen was walking around in India. It wasn't seeing the people who were sick or anything, or like obvious fucking sewage systems and shit. Yeah, literally. We're seeing people fucking having massive feet to put in their feet in fucking like wheelbarrows. It's like, it's not a culture shock. It's like, I should be seeing this. And this was 4 years ago. This was like right after I was in Vietnam. I should have been desensitized to it because I was in Vietnam, and it's sort of like people living in tiny, tiny fucking huts. Family of like 20 living in like something smaller than this room. It's not even made out of the same material. It's just fucking wood. But yeah, India is just a completely different climate. Like, you always think like some countries that don't have decent like buildings and shit, like in Africa or some other places. But India is definitely like, you go to it and like, sure, you have houses that are cool inside, same with Sri Lanka, but as soon as you walk outside, it's what you think the country is. Yeah.
You want a job?
Sure, as long as it doesn't involve riding animals around.
Then I got bad news, because it kinda does.
Really? What is it?
Is someone I know wants the giant robot Tyrannosaurus Rex stolen from the museum.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex. Who, would want that?
My private buyer. But trust me, he's nobody you'd want to meet. He's starting to be a real... Yeah, I shouldn't say. Just give me a call once you got it out of the museum.
Sure thing, Vinny. Ellie, I think I've got a lead on the Fury case.
In Bluebell National Park?
No. Vinny called me about a job at the museum. I've got to steal a robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Okay. If my uncle calls to find out where you are, I'll square it with him.
Thanks. And maybe don't tell the chief just yet.
Sure.
Farmer Hayes.
Ah, perfect. You ain't seen any of my pigs, have you?
The ones I just rounded up.
Yeah. I turned my back and they hoofed it again. They'll be all over Lego City by now. If you could just keep an eye
Out of
out,
there.
I'd be indebted to you. No hurry or anything.
Yes, Mr. Hayes.
Great. And if you do find one, just pop them back in the nearest pig cannon, and they'll be fired right back here.
Okay.
I think about supercar, like very fast. I was wondering if I could get a trophy, but I did. Cool.
Ooh, that sounded expensive.
It's kind of sad I'm gonna have Metal Hellsinger in between a lot of Lego games. Like it's buried beneath like 20. Because I like placing shit together. It's kind of an OCD thing, but it's just nice to see like Borderlands 1, pre-sequel, 2, 3 next to each other, you know? Same thing with like, if I ever do the Arkham games, it's like playing Borderlands for like a solid year. Just focus on those games. But I'll only start like those franchises when there's no other games I really want to play, you know? Sure, I really want to play the Arkham games, but there's so many, and if I want to get the plat, it's going to take me probably as long as it did each Borderlands game. And there's how many Arkham games? 5?
You're gonna get in trouble for that.
But I'm guaranteed to play Marvel Spider-Man and Wolverine next year. I don't know if I would do Wolverine for YouTube, but I'll do Spider-Man for YouTube.
Ellie, I'm at the museum, but I don't see a way in.
Yeah, I checked the blueprints. The only way in is from the rooftop, but there's no way to climb up there.
It's okay. I've got an idea. Are there any taller buildings around here which can be climbed?
Maybe the art gallery? Why?
I just got hold of a chicken. I can use it to glide from the art gallery's roof to the museums.
Wow, that is not a sentence I thought I'd hear today. Good luck, Chase.
You're gonna get in trouble for that.
Hey! Want shaken bacon? I think Sunday is my last day to play this game on stream. Because I'll be... Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be doing the... Having... Wait, oh no. Yes. Okay. Wait. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I really don't know. Because if I uploaded episode 6 today, edited last night, but if I edit episode 7 tonight, have it up, but still tonight or tomorrow, that means editing episode 8 after work tomorrow, which I already would want to do. But would I have that up in the middle of Sunday already? I think so. Then throughout the week I can do Slipknot reactions. That works. I'll have to re-upload Yen afterwards as well. And I'll be like Chivim, I'll have to edit, release 2 a day. Even though those edits are tiny, like honestly, fucking very tiny reactions. Like it's just edit me, like do a couple cuts of me fucking talking. Yo, Kolinsky. Do I need a red one? What's the color I fucking need? Yellow? Ah, you followed. How kind. I don't know what color I need. Ah, red. Oh, stop. Green. Alright, to go. But yeah, probably, yeah. I think I'll be on Metal Housing on Sunday. I thought I wouldn't be, for some reason. Unless I release the final Metal Housing on Monday. Didn't mean to fall, but okay. Because when I get back, I want to do Metal Hellsinger on stream. It will seem so much fun. Not needing to edit that game. It seems like a natural game just to play on stream. Kind of annoyed I did YouTube videos for it because it's not really a story-driven game. It's a gameplay-driven game. Story-driven games are good for YouTube. Gameplay isn't. That's why I think Borderlands wouldn't work as a YouTube series. Because there's just so many missions to do and have them done within 10 minutes or fucking 3 hours. But I'll reserve the new Tales. I don't want to be getting that, but I'll reserve new Tales for YouTube as well. No, I would know when I'm doing that. I'll be doing that after I do Wonderlands. Which will be right after Dragon Keep. That will be right after finishing the Borderlands 3 DLC. So Please tell me there's a shape. Oh. Oh, it's one of these things where I can't get up. Do we like learn how to do like a double jump or something? 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 Christ. Buck, buck. It's gonna fucking piss me off, ain't it? I wish I had a flying vehicle character thing in this game. Because doing parkour is fun, but after like playing like a Marvel and like a DC type shit and having access to unlimited fucking flying characters, it kind of feels quite boring, not gonna lie.
Don't worry about this job, Chase. Consider it payback for how much the gift shop charged for that dinosaur pen when you were 11.
Feathers. 4 letters.
Down?
No, cross. What?
I just called Sheriff Huckleberry, and he told me that he hasn't seen you in hours. Where are you?
The lead came up, Chief, and I think it points straight to Rex.
So, not only have you ignored my orders, you're probably about to take something expensive again. Are you sure this is connected with Fury?
Yes. Vinny's asked me to get the museum's robotic Tyrannosaurus Rex for someone. It can't just be a coincidence.
That does sound like Fury's style. All right, I'll let you follow this one, McCain. But if it doesn't lead to Fury, then that T-Rex won't be the only extinct thing around here.
This car holds the world speed record. When it was being flown from the factory, it fell out the back of the plane, reaching a terminal velocity of 500 miles an hour.
Similar. I suspect it would be faster than that because I think a lot more normal cars can get to that speed. Right? Like, if they were to try, like, every car can go over 100 easily. Why not 500? You know? Oh, I'm a dickhead. Why do I always forget? I always forget when I fucking log on. Because I'm playing the story and not doing free play. And my instinct is not to turn on the fucking things. And I feel like a dummy every time.
Whoa! Can't believe I almost got ran over in a museum.
Say a prayers, little one. Don't forget my son. Do include every word. Tuck you in one within. Getting free from the sand.
This is the largest known silver Lego ingot to ever be found in the Bluebell mine, discovered by Silas Fletcher when it fell on top of him. It was kindly donated to the museum by his next of kin.
Damn. Imagine dying in a mine from not like falling or something, but from something worth something falling on you. Tough way to go. Yeah, I think you would feel it though. You'd feel the squeeze in yourself, this pop. What would you think of that?
This steam locomotive was unveiled at the opening of Lego City's very first train station. It wasn't used until 2 years later when a second station was finally built.
Bro, a car made that.
This is the historic Lego City tram. which was sold by con artist Tricky Jimmy to no less than 12 separate customers, all of whom neglected to notice that their receipts clearly stated carriage is not included. This oil derrick is over 100 years old. Oil derricks are named after their inventor, John Oil. This pirate ship was painstakingly reconstructed from 843 pieces dredged up from the bottom of the ocean. There were quite a lot of bits left over, so it probably wasn't a pirate ship.
Dinosaur exhibit. Great. T-Rex is bound to
Do I
be
have
in
enough
there.
bricks for that super build? I think I might.
Sir Patrick Palmer was the founder of Apollo Island. A scientist since he was 8, it took him many years to be taken seriously, as his pointy hair and maniacal laugh led everyone to believe he was either mad, evil, or both. This diorama depicts the gathering of moon rocks, once thought to be an exciting new building material, as strong as normal rock but 6 times lighter, until someone pointed out they'd been weighing them on the moon. The best-known facts about pterodactyls is that they have a silent P, which they use to blind their prey before attacking.
Can't get in here.
That isn't a T-Rex either.
T-dinosaur has a series of blade-like bones running along its back. Some scientists think it may have been used as a tool by bigger dinosaurs to cut bread.
Just give up. You'll never get in. Can I smell burning?
Where is the T-Rex? If I ran this place, it'd be right in the middle, being all roar.
This dinosaur evolved extensive armor plating on its head, either because it was preyed upon by other dinosaurs or because it was really intelligent. Although this peaceful dinosaur had a vegetarian diet, it was deadlier than a Tyrannosaurus rex, as its massive size meant it would often accidentally squash smaller dinosaurs.
Imagine being an animal and the loss of its kind. Like whether it die naturally by like weather or some shit, or just it just couldn't survive a climate. Which is the same thing. I guess weird to think about, like, because they would know that they're the last. Their predecessors wouldn't know that they were the last.
I've got enough bricks to build that T-Rex now.
It also leads me to think, what if we're that? What if my generation is the final generation of fucking humans? And that's weird to think about, because humans have been around for how many fucking millennia now? But then at the end of the day, like, nothing's probably gonna happen the next fucking 100 years, so we're fine. You know? And if they do, humans will adapt, because it's in reference in so much,
I found a lot of super bricks. Maybe there's something I can build around here.
so much like viruses.
However, they are unable to mimic the latter stages of the dance where the participants fall over and moan about feeling ill.
Hey, I could use them to build a T-Rex that is lucky.
Coming soon, an exciting diorama showing what scientists believe our future will look like. Pending completion until we receive the model monkeys on horseback. This Sphinx is an exact copy of the one found near the pyramids, except with some of the missing details restored. When we asked museum visitors to vote on whether ours was better than the original, it won by a number.
Hope this mummy's tomb isn't cursed. Hope this mummy's tomb isn't cursed.
Coming soon, an exciting diorama showing the many uses of hay. This diorama depicts Robin Hood's less popular cousin, robbing Hoodlum. While he also stole from the rich, he never really got around to giving to the poor, Probably because he was too busy stealing from them, too.
Yes, bullseye.
Not even close.
This diorama depicts two cavemen inventing fire and the wheel. Due to complaints of inaccuracy, we have removed the third caveman, previously shown inventing the laptop computer.
Hey, I just reinvented the wheel.
The Tyrannosaurus Rex was one of the largest carnivores to ever live, until the birth of my Uncle Dave, who can put away a meal like nobody's business.
That's right, Chase. Keep it low key. I got the T-Rex out of the museum. Do you want me to take it to your private buyer?
Nah, he don't want anyone meeting him but me. I'll send you the location of the drop-off.
Okay, Vinny.
Hey, I know you're eager, Chasey, but this guy's bad news.
Tell me about it.
Sure, he's real impatient. Like he needs all this stuff yesterday. This whole business has changed. Time was, you took stuff to make a profit, but this feels different. Like there's something bigger going on. Yeah, listen to me. Going on like my mother. Just drop off that T-Rex.
Hey, Chase, are you busy?
Well, I'm kind of...
Great. Are you getting close to finding my dad?
Yeah. I'm on a job for a guy who I'm sure is working for Rex. Once I find Rex, I think I'll find your dad.
You really think Rex has my dad? Is it because I testified against him?
Rex is the kingpin. He must have something to do with your dad's disappearance. But I don't think it's because of your testimony. If it was, he'd just grab you, right? That's what I'd do.
What?
You know, if I was evil. Which I'm not.
So what is Rex's connection to my dad?
I don't know. But once I do know something, I'll call you.
Thanks, Chase.
T-Rex is at the drop-off point, Vinny.
That's great. Yeah, just one more job and I can get my payment and wave goodbye to my private buyer. That creep.
You're gonna meet him? I don't envy you. He sounds mean.
Yeah, some people. They ain't like us, Chasey. They don't have class.
Do you need help with this job, then?
I don't know. I mean, the other thing he wants is some boat from the fire department. Well, I got guys who can drive it, but,
What's the problem?
the keys to it are in the fire chief's safe. The only people who can get near to it are firemen. Whoever does the job would have to go undercover. You reckon you could do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've obviously never done that before, but I think I can do it.
Then the job's yours. Thanks, Chasey. I won't forget it.
Hey, Chase, I've got some great news.
Oh, hey there, Frank. What is it?
I have been promoted!
What? Wait, who by?
Sheriff Huckleberry. He's made me head of tree-related crime.
Ah. Are people stealing a lot of trees?
Not since I've taken over. So, what you up to?
Oh, the usual. Actual police work. I'm just going undercover for Vinny as a fireman.
Aren't you already undercover? So, now you're undercover? Whoa!
I'm going to get one of the fire department's boats for Vinny.
Oh?
And once I've taken it to Vinny, he's gonna go see Rex, and I'll follow him.
Okay, Chase. As long as you're not stealing any trees.
No, Frank. Speak later.
Aye aye! Over and out!
Yeah, I'm going to fucking hop off now, innit? Because I need to fucking edit a 2.5 fucking hour video. Sure, the stream's only been an hour, which is a bit annoying, but... also, I'm not gonna go back to this game until fucking late next week, I think. So sad, so sad. James is playing Resi 2. Damn, son. Still can't believe you got fucking plat for Saints Row 4 when there's 16 hours. It's fucking crazy. And I think he's played a couple of Resi games before. He's played Resi 5. He's gotten a lot of just weird plats. And they're all actually pretty decent games. Coben probably just got random plats. Months ago. What has she been playing then? I'm still pissed off that she got fucking Ace of Mayhem. We were doing the contracts at the same fucking time. And I don't know, maybe she needed, maybe I needed 2 more and she had 1 left. or something, and the next day it stopped working. Oh, what's the most recent part? Hasn't played him anything for a bit. Please don't tell me the last part she got was Agents of Mayhem. That would be so fucking depressing for me. Oh, thank the Lord it wasn't Agents of Mayhem. What's my brain doing? I'm trying. Yeah, here. 612 hours and from a non-console game. That's a lot. I'm sure a lot of hours in Fallout as well. DLC, right? Yep, there's a lot of fucking DLC. Red Dead. Is there DLC? No, there's not. I don't know when there'll be a Red Dead 3 because it took like nearly over. What was it? Yeah, about 10 years to get a sequel because it was like 08 in 2018. Anyways, that comes to me being here. Oh yeah, I played a playthrough of the set today. Having a lot of like physical issues. Not me playing the songs. I mean, me playing Promethean is a bit tricky doing the vocals as well because I need to fucking have it like the guitar on an angle and do the vocals. It's weird. But no, the my cables were fucking up, going from clean to distortion. Like I had to flip them around, like plug it out, put it back in again. Pull harder. Strings. Matter. Bye.